And welcome to another California Guy video with your boy California Guy. What's up, everybody? Welcome to this video. This video is going to be entitled, well, some commentary, but this video is a response to Sun Creed and why don't black men approach black women on the streets. Now, I just got to listen to Sun Creed's video, and she made it a point to say that black men, when she's out in public, they say that she's nice, they compliment her, but they will not ask her for her phone number. And she says she's not one of those kind of black women that's, what's the words? She's not one of those kind of black women that will get, that's not belligerent or ignorant and all that stuff there. I listened to the video, it was a pretty decent video, but I had some problems with the video as a whole because I know a lot of black men and a lot of single black guys, and a lot of them love black women. But the reason why a lot of black men do not approach black women and they go into Asian women or white women or biracial women is because the black woman is belligerent. Whether the black woman has education or a hood rat. That was a movie by Tim Alexander called Diary of a Mad Black Man. And I recommend you guys watch that documentary / movie. I've talked about this with a lot of brothers at the barbershops and other places, that back in the day, you could approach a black woman and get her number and talk to her if she liked you and she dug you. Now, not every woman, I don't care what color they are, is going to dig you for whatever reason. They may not like you. Your breath may stink. You may not be their type. It may be a bad day. They could have broke up. Whatever the fuck is going on in that day and hour. So, women are predictable. And that's just different races. It could be an Asian woman. But 9 to the 10, a black woman has an attitude is the reason why black men don't approach black women. In the past, black women have walked off on certain dudes, especially if they're square. A lot of black women, they respect thugs coming up to them. They respect hood dudes, dudes that sort of, even if they're not a thug, but perpetrating thugs. Or they want the guy with money, the major player type dude, the guy that's with the 3-piece suit and all that shit there. So in different instances, black women have, swayed to either thugs or major players, and the black woman has ignored a specific guy, like the average black guy. And a lot of these black women get on video and they be on shows, they say they're looking for that guy, but that's absolutely a lie. Because a lot of average black dudes have approached these black women, and these black women have shut them down. And because they're not making a certain amount of money, because that's the first thing a black woman will ask, is how much you're making, especially if they're making a certain amount of money. So a lot of black men is turned off. So if they're not approaching you and they're not asking for your number because they don't want you to say, well, no, you're not my type, or give you a number to McDonald's. So that's the reason why you have black men not approach black women anymore. And then black women have laughed and humiliated black men in the past. So you don't really get that. Now, you still got brothers out there like myself that still will approach black women, because I don't give a shit. I still approach a nice looking sister if I see one. So it don't really make it. I think black men should approach black women, in my opinion, whether they have an attitude or not. That's just my personal opinion. They should not. If they have an attitude, they have an attitude. You could just move on to the next, because not every black woman do, but majority do, though. About 50% of black women do have a attitude on the street, and they're very hostile, and they don't want good conversation. Is the reason why a lot of black men do not approach black women. Of clubs, every black woman, it's going to be average. A lot of them ain't even that fine. But you see a lot of them at the club. They have an attitude. It could be like a couple of dudes may approach them. They may dance, and then they talk about you. I've seen instances where black women, they will talk about the black man or make fun of them. So black men are aware of this. A lot of black men are aware that these black women do this, and that's the reason why black men do not approach black women at clubs, bus stops, expos, museums, etc. Because black women have a attitude, and it doesn't matter if they're belligerent or not, because a black man will still get dissed unless he's rich, unless he's wealthy, or he's a thug, or he's just flat out ignorant. That's the only way. And then you have a lot of square dudes. You have a lot of square black dudes also who feel they have to churn sort of street code to get a black woman. It's like all we're known for is just either be a streets player or a thug in order to get a black woman. And that's what black women like. If they don't like, and it's funny because a lot of these black women will go with white men and say that's white black men ain't shit. And so they go with these white guys who, some white guys, they're perpetrated and pretend to be a thug. And then other ones that you see these mainstream sisters go with, 9 times out of 10, these white men are regular. They're white bread, like Serena Williams. But these black women like Serena Williams, they go out hunting for thugs, players, or men with money. And these are the men who will fuck these black females, use them, tell them what they want to hear, fuck them, and then kick them to the curb is what happens with a lot of these black women. And these are facts. They will fuck them. And so after they get through fucking them any way they want to, and they get their nut off on them, then these black women be bitter. They start to be bitter, and they'll say that black men are shit. But they go out looking for those kind of men. So when a black guy that's regular, they get frightened off because a regular dude is not going to get dissed. If the dude is making money, he has some sort of education, and he's trying to be about something, he is not going to get dissed by some fucking black woman if that's average, and she's going to be laughing at him and making, because they're bullies. A lot of these black women like bullies. So to answer Son Creed's question, they don't want a person like Son Creed humiliating them. So that's why you don't get black men approaching, and they may compliment, but they don't want a lot of hassle. They don't want, they don't want to go through the trouble. And I speak for some of them. They don't want to go through that shit. So that's why you don't really get a lot of black men approaching black women and, hitting it off in that manner, because they don't want to get dissed in that manner. And see, white and Asian girls do not diss black men or even their own men the same way black women diss their own men. And in fact, some black women will diss white men a certain way too. A lot of black women have done rude things, so these black men have fear. Now, I think they shouldn't have it. They should take a chance, especially for black women, it's approachable. But a lot of black women are not approachable. They're always mad. So, again, the reason why black men do not approach black women, because black women are hostile. They like thugs. They like players. They like guys that they got money. They want to get used. They want to get fucked. And then once they get fucked, the black dude walks away from them. Like Serena Williams, then they'll say, well, I don't like black men no more. I rather go with a white man. When in fact, you have a lot of black men in the United States who is average, who is regular, who is hard workers, blue collar, even rich. You have a lot of wealthy black guys too. Some of them, they don't be mainstream, but you have a lot of wealthy black men in the United States that got money. Some black men own a bunch of homes. And these black women don't know it because these black dudes don't want them to know it, because they want to see if these black women are loyal. Because if these black women knew these men had money, they'd be trying to take advantage of them. So, like and share this video, people. I thought to say that. Peace out.